Why do we strive to be perfect when we know we never will be? We look at social media nowadays and the ideal perfection and these influencers that take photos on beaches with clothes that they're sponsored with and all the tannings and this resort style setup, and their life is just so perfect. And the fact is, their life is in a turmoil. They've actually got probably a life that's worse than anyone's you can imagine, because their whole life is being influenced to show people that they're perfect, and they know their imperfections. So I myself, I'd like to think that I'd know what perfect is, but that's simply just a construct in my mind. I often get people come up and go, "Oh, I love what you do. I love your life. I want to be just like you." And when I hear it, I cringe and shudder. And the reason I cringe and shudder is because they seriously don't know what my life's about. They don't know what it's like. Well, they might do, but they don't know when and how I suffer from anxiety, what triggers me and what sends me into spirals, what makes me happy and what makes me level. And so if they truly want to be me and they want to take over who I am, they certainly wouldn't know how to handle themselves in situations. I always use the analogy of some piece of equipment that you've got, or a car that you've got, that when you start it, it takes a little time to warm up, or you need to do something to it to tweak it when it moves, or the thing with those cars is that the reason that you know that it needs to tweak, or it needs to take 4 minutes to warm up before you could drive it, or turning around the left-hand corner, you can't do 60k an hour because it'll slip sideways. All of that is based around the experience of dealing with that car. So in your life, you've dealt with a number of different ways of dealing with those little tweaks in your personality, in your body, in the way that you move, in the way that you connect with people and have relationships with people. And you took over my life and my persona and tried to use your tactics for your time in your life on my persona. Oh, it's a recipe for disaster. So to be perfect is an impossibility. What is perfect? Other than the fact that if you look at spiral dynamics and you get yourself to the guru, where you can literally sit on the side of a mountain, get yourself into a phase where all the information in the world will download to you, and you can actually know and pick when you're going to die, well, I'd say that would be pretty close to perfection. But ultimately, when you're pretty close to perfection, if you look at those people around the world that tried to achieve perfection, they were certainly dragged down. And this may sound weird, but I believe that people in name of history were people that achieved perfection. Gandhi, Mother Teresa, Jesus, Muhammad, like the list goes on. And I think that for them, it doesn't matter what was said and done, they truly worked from a place of knowing what perfection was. And I suppose in its utmost and easiest description, perfection would be absolute humility with no ego. I challenge you to do that.